So just like we can classify matter, we can also classify the properties of matter. And there are two kinds of properties of matter, physical properties and chemical properties. In this video, we are going to talk about physical properties and something called physical changes, which help us understand the physical properties. Then in the other video, the next one, we'll talk about chemical properties and chemical change. So, what is physical property? A physical property is observed without changing the composition or identity of a substance. What does that mean? Well, we are given examples of it, but let's say I want to know the boiling point of water. How, how can I find that out? I know already, and perhaps some of you know already what is the boiling point of water. It's 100 degrees Celsius. But how do you find out the boiling point of water? You boil water and you stick a thermometer in it and see what's the temperature, and it should say 100 degrees. So when you say that the boiling point of water is 100 degrees, 100 degrees Celsius, what you are doing is giving that property of matter, giving that property of water. And that property is a physical property because as you were trying to observe that property, you did not convert water into something else. Sure, you converted liquid water into a water vapor, but the identity is still the same. Whether it is liquid water or water vapor, it's still made up of hydrogens and oxygens combined in a ratio of two hydrogens to one oxygen. Similarly, if you wanted to know the freezing point of water, you would freeze it and notice that it's 0 degrees. And then you can convert it back, change it back to liquid water without changing any thing about it. That's a physical property. Other examples of physical property are taste, smell, color, okay? And many other properties that we will discuss later can be classified as physical properties. And whenever we try to measure a physical property, we may cause a change, and that change would be a physical change. A physical change produces a recognizable difference in the appearance of a substance without causing any change in its composition or identity. So when we converted liquid water to ice or liquid water to water vapor, that was a physical change. It was not a chemical change. Okay? So that's the physical property and physical change. Here is an example of uh, the physical property and the physical changes between solid, liquid, and ice, water vapor. So here is ice. Particles are very close together, but if you notice carefully, they are still made up of the same particles in each of the three cases. The only difference is the distance between them. So we did not change the identity of this substance. And whenever you have a mixture, and in a mixture, the particles are just mixed together. They do not combine with each other. And one way of separating them is through physical changes or through their physical properties. For example, iron and sand, when it is mixed together, how would you separate it? Well, you can use a magnet, which is going to attract all the iron away, and that will leave behind the sand. So that's separation by physical properties.